Tess?
Checked and double-checked.
How accurate is the CNA test?
99% plus. What you'll find in there is pretty much what it is.
Amazing technology.
I don't know what you were expecting with the results, but I hope that's what you wanted.
That's great.
I'm sorry.
No need for you to be sorry. You didn't make Alan Spaulding the father of this baby, did you?
Excuse me.
Promised you a job at Spaulding for running this test and for being quiet about it. That job is yours.
I appreciate that.
Provided you're also smart enough to keep quiet about this meeting and about the contents of this envelope.
Philip. Philip.
Hi, Alex. What's wrong?
Well, does something have to be wrong for me to just want to talk to you?
Generally, yes.
You know, I have the feeling I should be asking you what's wrong.
Nothing is wrong. I'm perfectly fine. I'm just busy.
Well, don't you have just a minute, for heaven's sakes? I mean, for lunch, maybe, a drink or something?
I really don't.
Well, it's important.
Okay, let's see if we can speed this up. I'll ask you again. What's wrong?
All right. Too many things are being left undone.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's the company.
Uh-huh.
Alan is very busy consolidating his control over Spaulding as we speak.
Same old dog, same old tricks.
Oh, how can you be quite so cavalier about it?
Because I have other things on my mind than the business.
Well, I suggest you put those things aside for a moment because you're going to be waking up one morning very, very soon and find yourself squeezed totally out of Spaulding.
Translated.
Translated.
You're worried about getting the boot.
Alan is reaching out to Gus.
Better than him reaching out to me.
Oh, Philip, you're not going to stand by and watch him take over this company in a way that would really destroy this family.
I have to go.
No! It's that baby.
What?
It's the root of all the problems, for a number of different reasons.
Olivia's baby has got nothing to do with the fact that I don't give a damn about Alan and this so-called threat of his.
Well, we both know that's not quite true. And until we know who the real father of this baby is, there'll be no solution to any of this.
One little baby is that important.
You tell me. What would be worse? Your being the baby's father or Alan?
Well, you just never quit, do you?
Well, think about it. If that child is Alan's, he won't rest until he has complete control of him. And he will fight you and Olivia to death until he gets it.
Yeah, that's if the baby's his.
And if it's yours, that just cements your relationship with Olivia.
What?
Yes. Can't you see? If you have Olivia's child, it's over between you and Alan. I mean, there's no reconciling then. It would be far too hard for him.
And what's the problem with that?
Because I know you're angry with Alan, but you've been his son for a lifetime, for heaven's sakes. You can't throw that away. You won't. I know you still love him. I know you do. It'd break your heart to do that.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Yes, well. And if I'm wrong, well, go ahead, tell me. I dare you.
I don't care what you believe, or what you think, or what you say or do.
Then why are you so upset?
Because I have allowed you to drag me into another one of these ridiculous conversations. That's why.
No, I don't think so. I think it's because you know I'm right.
About where the family's going. No, I don't think so, Aunt Alex, because your predictions tend to be right about 0% of the time.
Look, Philip, I realize you're intoxicated with Olivia right now. You may even love her. But do you value her over your own father?
He's not my father.
You don't mean that. I know you don't.
Time of it, Philip.
Really was that?
Well, living with Olivia, not knowing if she's carrying my child or yours, must be straining on the relationship.
Actually, I'm doing fine. Thanks.
No, you're not. You're not. I can see it in your face. You put off the paternity test. You put off what you think is going to be a fight between us. Let me tell you something. There will be no fight.
What does that mean?
I don't need to know who the father of the child is.
Okay, what game are we playing now?
It's not a game. The child would never have existed if it hadn't been the battle between us. You see, I thought I was losing you, and I wanted a chance to have another child. Well, I have that chance now. Not Olivia's child, but my true firstborn son, Gus.
So now Gus is the son that you never knew you wanted. You know, I'd almost like to move back into the house just to watch you trying to teach him which fork to use.
I'm not planning on trying to make him in my image.
Wow. And you have no interest whatsoever in this child that Olivia's carrying. Are you sure that you're not suffering some lasting ill effects from the drugs that Alex fed you?
I want to have an honest relationship with Gus.
I'd like to walk on the moon.
I can understand why you think that I'm incapable of that, given our history, but I mean every word I say. You see, the past few months have been difficult. Losing you, losing Olivia, losing my sanity temporarily, and it's caused me to look at things differently.
And so now this guy that you used to flick off your shoe like a gnat has suddenly become the center of your universe.
You're right. You've been right all along.
About what?
About the way I treated you. I tried to make you just like me. I push you, manipulate you, control you, and yet when you would try to exert any kind of independence, I would reel you in. It wasn't fair.
And it's funny, there was a time that I would have given anything to hear you say that.
It wasn't fair, Philip, because you're not a Spaulding. You never will be a Spaulding. I thought because I chose you to be my son that we would have something closer than father and son that were blood. No. But the truth is, you and I never fit. I'm sorry, because I've made a huge mistake.
Yeah, you did.
You know, there was a time when you wanted to be a writer. And you could have been a damn good writer, Philip, but I got in your way. You were always torn between me and whether to pursue your own interests. And it cost you possibly a brilliant career. I'm sorry.
You're sorry?
Yes, because I made a huge mistake with you.
So now you can correct it. With your real son. Because in the end, it's all about blood, isn't it?
Yes, I guess that's true.
It's funny, though. Answer me something. Why, if that's the case, why don't you care about this baby that Olivia's carrying? Maybe that has the Spaulding blood.
I'm going to give you the child. I can't go back and correct all the mistakes that have been made between us, the pain we've inflicted on each other. But I can stop the pain. I can stop things from going any further. I'm going to let you have the child.
As a consolation prize.
You're now free of me, Philip. Take Olivia, take the child, and take my best wishes.